Hey guys, so it's me, Kiani. Today's video is going to be my very first video that includes all of my empties. I have actually been on YouTube just over a year, and I decided that I was going to start hanging on to some of the containers of products that I use all the way up. This one actually gives you guys a good indicator on things that not only have become a favorite of mine, but that have also made their way as a staple in my makeup application and actually my skincare routine. So without further ado, let's get started. This is a container that I have. And I usually just keep this in my one of my makeup drawers, and it's really crazy because I think makeup people are probably the only people that kind of hoard empty containers. But again, as a makeup artist, it's really interesting to see things that we go through all the way, because oftentimes we buy things on impulse or buy things out of need of a necessity. And so I'm actually going to get started and show you some of the things that I have actually loved. If you've actually followed me for a while, you notice that I am a definitely die-hard skincare girl with Estee Lauder. But when I ran out of my Estee Lauder toner, I wanted to try something that was more drugstore based, a little bit less inexpensive, so I can kind of try it for you guys. And that led me to the L'Oreal Paris Hydra Fresh Toner. I actually purchased this twice. This is the only container that I kept, but I definitely purchased this twice. I was actually in love with it. The scent was actually really, really good. I think it ran about $6 to $7. You could find it in your local drugstore. It was alcohol free. That was one of the main things that I actually wanted to make sure when I was trying a drugstore product, that it was alcohol free. It was definitely a good price, and I purchased this twice. And I think I would probably buy it again. Just because, like I said, of the convenience of it all. Next, I'm actually going to do a little bit more skincare. Those of you that have followed me for a while know that, again, I'm an Estee Lauder skincare girl, and there is no stopping me when it comes to my Idealist Skin Refinisher. This is one of the products that I actually use a lot, especially when I first started on YouTube, as well as when in the summer. This is the Pore Minimizing Skin Refinisher. Those are my girls that are really, really dry. This is actually one of the products that I use right after I cleanse my face. I would actually use the toner and then move directly into the Idealist. It was going to act as a skin refinisher, which means it's going to remove all of the dead skin cells from the skin, as well as it's going to be a pore minimizing, kind of a mattifying primer to the face before you apply your moisturizer. It's definitely going to make your moisturizer a lot more effective, because once you remove the dead skin cells, therefore the moisturizer is going to be more effective, as well as going to make your makeup application even better, because the skin is going to be smoother. So I definitely love these two products. I'm actually out. I need to buy one more. Obviously, this is my Idealist Skin Refinisher by Estee Lauder. Next, there was another skincare product that I use all the time. This is my Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex. Now, this is a DNA repair product. This is something that I actually think that no female should be without. It makes the skin nice and supple. Even if you are oily, it is actually one of those skincare products that you still want to use, because it's going to keep your own skin hydrated, so therefore it doesn't secrete as much oil. And if you are dry, therefore it's going to keep the skin more hydrated, so therefore it doesn't feel dry and tight. I've actually been using this right over about 10 years now. It does keep my skin very, very luminous. I don't feel like I have to wear makeup every day, but I option to. And I think that's one of the main things when you're applying skincare. You want to make sure that makeup is the accessory, but skincare, it is the necessity. So I definitely want to endorse this product. It's a DNA repair product. And so for those of us that don't think that we were born with the best of genes, this is actually going to protect the skin from all of the damaging effects in the environment and going to keep us from prematurely aging. So definitely love that product. Next, I have absolutely been in love with my Makeup Forever HD Foundation, the Professional. This foundation, I really think, and coming from a long wearing foundation, this gave me the most luminous of coverage. I cannot express it enough. Regardless of what I'm doing in my makeup application, what I'm doing as far as with contouring and highlighting, this is my first step. I apply this all over my face using my Sigma brush. So I'm using my Sigma F80 brush. I put about 2 pumps of that on the tops of the brush, and I massage it all over my face. It gives me a radiant coverage. So I'm actually, if I'm just doing a very natural foundation look, this is what I use. And if I want something that's a little bit heavier, it actually sets the stage to apply, for me to apply a lot of my contour and highlight. I absolutely love it. I don't have to worry about flashback with that product. You can actually find it in your local Sephora store. There are amazing ranges. I do use it a lot with my bridal clients as well. And for my girls that want what's called like a sweet beat, that's the product that I actually endorse. Stop by the Sephora store. You can actually get perfectly matched in Sephora, and probably even get you a sample of it. Once you get used to more of a luminous type foundation, it's really difficult to go back to a heavier one. But I absolutely love that Makeup Forever HD foundation. Let's see. Oh my God, you guys know that I am a mascara junkie, but these are the ones that I've actually gone through. Crazy, absolutely insane. Like, I really run through mascara like a mad woman. And I do wear falsies often too. And you can tell that I actually went through the gamut with mascaras. I actually wanted to give a shout out to the Voluminous Carbonous Black. This was my very first love when it came to drugstore mascaras. It was really, really intense. It's going to give you volume. It will definitely give you length. The brush, I think, once you got used to using the brush, the head is actually a very traditional mascara wand. I did, of course, love the idea that I can run into the drugstore and purchase this. And I think it got better over time just from me pumping air in it, is what I recall from this one. And I really, really, really love this mascara. So that's the Voluminous. But then Voluminous actually came out with the false fiber lashes, the Black Liqueur. This one I buy more than anything else. I love the wand on this one. I love the wand. It has a little bit more of a sharper point, so I can really get underneath and work those bottom lashes out. And it does really allow the intensity of false lashes, especially when I'm applying it to my bottom lashes. It allows me to blend my lashes directly into my falsies. And when I want to clean my mascara off my false lashes, it does just bead off. So I really love this Voluminous false fiber lashes. It's a little bit thicker than the Voluminous Carbon Black. I think that the fibers in this one make it a little bit more intense, which makes it a little bit more sheen-like, which definitely mimics synthetic false lashes. So if you're doing false lashes, I think you would actually love this one. For just more of a natural type lash, this one is really, really good. And this one I actually bought in waterproof, so definitely I had that one during the summertime when I was doing a lot of swimming. So also, you know that I actually go back and forth with my Tarte mascara. I love that one. You can actually find that in Sephora or your Ulta store. I love that they put this one on discount, so I'm actually feeling like I'm getting a high-end mascara and I can get it for cheap. Sometimes you can find it in store for $10 and it was originally $24. Also, They're Real Benefit. When you really, really want a very natural, long lash, I mean long, it's not going to give you a lot of volume, but They're Real. I love this mascara for more length. Let's see if I can show you this one. And the bristles are actually designed a little bit interesting. They're a lot more fiber-like instead of more brush, if that makes any sense. They're more like a rubbery type brush. So if you kind of actually have taken a look at that and you like that kind of bristle, this one is actually going to maximize your own natural lashes, especially if you're blonde hair. I see that this one works a lot better because the hairs are actually really, really fine. So if you have really fine lashes and you want them to be kind of wispy like, this is going to be the mascara for you. And yeah, Estee Lauder actually had a double-ended wand. This was the one that has the lash primer on one end, and then you're going to actually have the, I want to say this was actually the Sumptuous Black Mascara. So this is actually going to give you the most volume. So you're going to do two ends. You have more of a lash conditioner on one side, which is the lash primer, and then you're going to actually have the mascara on the other end. This is an amazing high-end mascara. I love the dual end. So if you actually suffer from brittle lashes, you've actually been doing like lash extensions, or sometimes when we're getting a little bit older, our lashes tend to snap and fall out. I definitely say if you use a lash primer before you apply the mascara, it's almost going to give you more maximization out of your mascara. So that one I definitely want to endorse as well. And then the only Lancome product I've ever purchased with my own money, this is the Hypnose Black Mascara. This is a very high-end mascara. It definitely gives you a lot of volume and length. And I think sometimes with mascaras you have to be really, really careful if they have a scent to them, which is like a perfume or more of a, I'm really not sure what we would actually call it, but it just kind of a scent. If you can smell it, sometimes it does tend to burn the eye. That's the only thing I've ever found with this mascara. Sometimes depends on if my allergies are a little out of whack, then this mascara would kind of make my eyes water. But as far as for the volume and the length, you cannot beat it, honey. And last but not least, an oldie but goodie, my Great Lash Mascara. Oh man, I love this because it's got a tiny, tiny tip wand. And I think this one is actually really, really good, especially if you're starting out or if you have short, stubby lashes. This one is absolutely amazing because the brush is really, really small. It's very controllable. The black is really, really there, and it's only about $5 or $6. So it's a very inexpensive mascara. I have a lot of moms and things that actually watch my channel. So if you have like a daughter or a niece or a nephew, let me back up. If you have a daughter, a niece, or someone that you're looking at some great drugstore finds for the holiday season, this is actually a really, really good mascara to kind of get them started out. And you've probably heard me tell the story that my mom started me out using this mascara. She would always buy me the brown, and I would just add 30 coats and it would make black. So this is a really, really oldie but goodie, but I love that mascara. Let's see, next, before we move into makeup, the other thing that I actually used, this was another Estee Lauder product. It was the Matte Perfecting Primer. Those of you that love a primer and you want something that's going to mattify the skin, just save you a little bit more oily in the T-zone area, this Estee Lauder Perfecting Primer was absolutely amazing at the time that I was actually wanting to have more of a dry matte look. Usually I use stuff like this more so in the summer, and I definitely hit the T-zone area, especially when I'm going to be doing makeup and running around a lot indoors and outdoors. But this is a really, really good one. It's probably about $40 primer, but it is absolutely amazing. Let's move on to setting spray, shall we? I was absolutely all the way in love with this Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. Those of you that are Amit eyeshadow wearers and people that like setting sprays, I really, really love this setting spray. I love to actually spray it on my brush and apply my eyeshadow. It does minimize the fallout, and you see this was actually a tester. I will be going back to buy another one of these. I actually had two smaller ones which fit. You know, if you watched me for a while, you know that I like to have like little small travel size things because I'm usually putting them in and out of my kit or my purse. So I like to have things that I'm going to probably need while I'm traveling in a smaller size. So I definitely love this. I am also out of my MAC Fix spray. Now I actually love this, but I actually had an issue with this spray. It smells so good. However, when I would spray it to my brushes and apply it in my eyeshadow, it would actually start to make my eyelids break out. So I don't know if you all have issues with crepiness on the top of your eyelids. This one tends to make my eyelids itch. This one does not. So if you had issues and couldn't really diagnose what it was, that's what happened with me. So I do love the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I was keeping this one in my kit until I actually started having breakouts myself, so I would definitely be going back to purchase this one. So you guys know that I love my eyebrow art, and I always stay true to my eyebrow pencils. My Stud, Spiked, and Strut brow pencils. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 containers. And if you guys are MAC lovers, you know that you can actually turn in, I want to say it's either 5 or 6 things that MAC can recycle, and they will allow you to choose a MAC lipstick. Usually not the Viva Glam ones. So they're pretty specific with which line you can actually exchange these for to get a new lipstick. But Hunty, she is going to the MAC counter tomorrow to find her a new favorite lipstick. And make sure you follow me on Instagram so I can show you which one I ended up with. So, love my MAC brow pencils. I do love my Anastasia pomades. I love my Estee Lauder brow products, but these are always staples in my own makeup set as well as my makeup kit. So, love those MAC brow pencils. Let's see. Let's stay in the MAC lane. One of my favorite luster glosses by MAC was the, I want to call it Bateau. And it was a beautiful peachy pink. Beautiful. And it had the little brush. honey, it's done. But that was just a little bit of residue. So I'm going to actually take this with me to see if I can actually re-up and get me a new lip gloss while I'm there tomorrow. Love that lip gloss. Love it. And as much lipsticks and lip glosses as I actually buy, it's really difficult for me to go all the way through one. But that one, yeah, it went with everything. It was just my top, my topper. Let's see here. One other thing that I really loved was the Pureology. This was the Fortifying Heat Spray. If you're actually using a heat protectant, this one was absolutely amazing. And I'm always getting my hair colored, so I like to put this in between blow dries. It's really nice. It keeps my hair from being too gunky, but it really keeps that flat iron and allows it to kind of slip through. And I think the last thing that I want to mention is my Pure White Linen. I actually just bought this, and look, I'm gonna have to buy another one. Luckily Christmas is coming up, but they should have out a gift set. This fragrance, I probably talk about this a couple times a year. This is my Pure White Linen Light Breeze by Estee Lauder. I get more compliments on this fragrance than I do any of my other fragrances. It really smells like I've just stepped out of a shower every time I wear it, and I can hug somebody and it's like, oh, you smell so good. This is the product that I'm wearing. I love my Pure White Linen Breeze. Estee Lauder can never, ever cancel this fragrance. It's one of my favorites. I'm almost out of it, so I'm definitely going to have to go back and purchase another one. And last but not least, let's talk about some of my favorite lashes. I was actually in love with the Cherry Blossom lashes number 79 and the Cherry Blossoms number 117. And those of you that have watched my favorites video, which is actually, hopefully it's dropped by the time this one comes out, I've actually decided that any lashes that has like a number 79, they're part of my favorites. My 79 lashes, I really like them when I want more density. And the Cherry Blossoms run right in line with the Starlit lashes. And they give me a lot of length but a lot of volume. It's almost like the lashes have been doubled up. So if you girls like more of a thicker lash, these here are really good. I can find them for $1.99 usually in my local beauty supply store, and I'm sure there's some places on Amazon that I can get them a lot cheaper for, but you guys know I do not like to order things. I like instant gratification. Yes. So lashes, I go through tons and tons of lashes, and there you have it. That was my very first Empties video. I'm actually going to throw all of these things out in the recycle bin, except for my MAC products. I'm going to take them to the MAC counter for recycle. And let's see what I run out of next time. Thanks so much for you guys watching. Hugs and kisses. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at love_Kiani so you can see who I'm applying all these tips and techniques and products to. And if you have any other videos you want to see from me, Makeup by Kiani, be sure to actually leave that information in the down bar. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Hugs and kisses. Bye.